Diving has this amazing ability to transform people's lives, and that's really how this event was born. To be able to get all these women involved in underwater and change their life.
Hi guys, Kendall here with Scuba.com, and I'm sitting with Katie Thompson, the catalyst and founder of PADI Women's Dive Day. What exactly is PADI Women's Dive Day, and how did it all get started?
So PADI Women's Dive Day was just a simple idea. It started with, let's just get more females in the water. Let's just get more women diving from all over the world. It was clear looking at the certification data that there was an opportunity to speak to a female audience and to create an atmosphere that was more welcoming to her and to break down barriers to get more females diving. It was like 33% female and the rest obviously a male, so very male dominated sport. How great if we can open up the underwater world to more women.
Who can participate in this event?
Grab your friends, grab your children, come with your husband, because a lot of the times we are seeing families or a husband-wife go on vacation or couples go on vacation and maybe the female wasn't going diving. We wanted to change that. We wanted to create this opportunity and say, hey, this is a sport for everyone. This is a sport for you and your friends to get involved in.
I'd love to hear more about your background. Did you always know that you wanted to participate in something like this or start something like this? Like, was that always in the cards for you?
No, it's just, again, I think it was just the opportunity of looking at, as a marketer, looking at the data and saying, hey, this is an opportunity. And the cycling industry is really what inspired me actually to create this event. Cycling, like diving, is another one of those sports where it is male dominated and you go into a bike shop and the marketing is that way too. So what if we created messaging, imagery, and content about females? And that's what we have done really well for the past now 8 years.
I love that. And I know you're very outdoorsy, and you said you're from Colorado, so how did you exactly get into scuba diving?
Well, I was born in Colorado, so it's in my blood, the mountain thing, but I actually grew up in Texas. I was very lucky as a young child to be taken on these wonderful vacations, Hawaii, the Cayman Islands, the Caribbean, and probably got under the water in Hawaii for the first time, snorkeling at age 6. I found this job at PADI, and just my love of nature and the underwater world, it was just obvious to me that's where I wanted to be, and I just felt that I could translate my love of these things into my role there. And now I'm the corporate social responsibility director and I get to work on things that I love. And that's really how this event was born, to be able to get all these women involved in underwater and change their life.
Yes. So they always say people make the place. Was there anybody specific that inspired you on your team, or a woman in the field that you were just like, I want to be like that. I want to do something for this woman?
It's just an entire team effort. It might have been an idea that I had, but it was a whole team working together, and our field team, our regional managers around the planet, territory directors, all of our marketing managers. It's just grown now to be the biggest single day of diving. 4 or 5 years, we went from, obviously no events to cumulative 4,000 events. I have to say, it never would have happened without our PADI dive centers around the world. They're the ones that build the event. They're the ones that have the passion to bring these women together, and they create these opportunities for women to come together. And anything from the conservation focus event like cleanups or coral restoration or sea turtle conservation to wine and cheese events and yoga days. And that's really what inspires me. And it just never would have happened without our dive centers and the owners and the managers and probably even some of the women in those stores around the world seeing this as an opportunity that maybe they were that little girl that wanted to learn how to dive, or they saw an opportunity that they were given that they wanted to give to other people. So that has truly been what has inspired me and why I just am so passionate about keeping this event going.
Paint a picture for me. What did day one look like, and what does it look like today?
Our first year was really cool. We had over 1,000 events happening on that day, and we tried to get all 7 continents. And we were going to have Antarctica, but the women had to cancel because of bad weather. But we would have had women diving on every single continent on the same day. The stories that you saw on social media about women saying, this was the best day of my life. I took my first breath underwater. This changed my life. Or I was with my girlfriends and we did this. And that was like, wow, we just did something really powerful. We created this opportunity.
Do you feel like scuba diving has changed drastically over the years? And if so, in what ways? Do you see more women entering the water? What does it look like for you?
I think we've given more females a voice. They could have been there before. I mean, in the certification data, that's obvious, now close to 40%. So we've narrowed the gender gap, just giving them more of a platform to share their story and to inspire countless other, especially younger girls, to follow in their footsteps and to get involved in diving.
Congratulations on 8 consecutive years of PADI Women's Dive Day. What does the future look like for this initiative?
The future of women in diving, to me, is like we continue women in diving forever, but we expand that to increase access to all, to everyone.
What message do you have for women that are wanting to get into this space?
The advice I have for women, young girls, for anyone really that wants to try diving is to obviously just go do it. Just try it. If you can't necessarily get under the water, I would say just immerse yourself in other ways. Immerse yourselves on looking at content online, looking at books, looking at photographs, thinking of like don't give up that dream of getting underwater, so that when you have the opportunity, seize the opportunity and just keep believing that it can happen. You can take your time and just get comfortable learning to be in the water, and that could be a huge step for you. So I would say just take that first step, and once you take that first step, the rest will fall into place.
Thank you so much, Katie. It's been amazing just getting to hear from you and speak with you. Thank you for everything you're doing for women, and we're looking forward to seeing what it's going to look like this year and the years to come.
Thanks, Kendall. If you're looking to get involved with PADI Women's Dive Day this year on July 16th, contact your local dive center. Visit PWDD.com/women to find out more information. And if you happen to go diving on PADI Women's Dive Day, be sure to tag all your photos, #PADIWomen.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, follow all our social links in the description below, and visit Scuba.com to learn more.